Hey, what's up, everybody? Blackjack and Wiza here, part of the Clean Finish podcast, to give you this Monday Night Raw review for October the 5th of 2015. Follow us on Twitter at It's21Blackjack, at Wiza Now, at Need Clean Finish Podcast. We are going to be very active this week, considering there's a lot of wrestling going on. And with the TakeOver special coming on this Wednesday, and then us having to do our podcast on Thursday. Wiza, I actually have notes.
Oh, real quick, in case anyone missed it, we did do a TNA TakeOver Respect prediction show.
Did you really just say TNA TakeOver? I'm going to need you to stop. Okay, we're going to stop the broadcast.
We're going to stop,
and we're going to try this again.
All right. Okay.
Wait for the ding.
All right. Let's hold up. But what happens?
We'll just wait for the ding. Ding.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody, to a live review for tonight's Monday Night Raw on October the 5th of 2015. I am Blackjack here with Wiza. We are part of the Clean Finish podcast. You can follow us on Twitter at It's21Blackjack, at Wiza Now. Follow the podcast Twitter at Need Clean Finish, and visit our YouTube channel, youtube.com/channel/Clean Finish Podcast. We're here tonight to review Monday Night Raw. Wiza would also like me to for me to mention to you to go check out our podcast this past Sunday, where we talked about our predictions for NXT TakeOver Respect coming up this Wednesday. We'll probably do a live show review for that on Wednesday, and then do our normal podcast on Thursday. So Wiza, like I was saying, we have notes. I actually have written notes tonight for tonight's WWE Raw. It was nice of me, wasn't it? So now we can actually be kind of organized tonight. Obviously, you didn't take notes, so.
No, that's not what I do.
No, clearly.
Too much work.
Uh-huh.
All right. So before we even get started, would you say that how would you feel about this Raw in comparison to the past few Raws?
I was actually entertained by a few things that happened here.
Okay.
I would say this Raw was watchable.
Yes, I agree, and that's the only reason I asked you. So you guys aren't going to get a very crappy, mediocre Raw review where we just completely shit on it. I mean, there will be some shitting, but it mostly will probably be a bit more positive, at least from my end.
Yes.
So shall we get into these notes?
Everybody at home knows what I always usually say about Raw when it begins. So here we go. If you're at home, say it along with me. Wiza, you might know exactly what I'm going to say.
I have no idea what you're going to say.
Raw started off tonight with a boring 20-minute promo. Everybody knows I say it almost every single time. It is without fail. Somehow this show starts off with a boring promo.
You really do.
And surprisingly, it was Lesnar and Heyman. Now, let me be a little bit fair here to Heyman. The promo itself is not boring. Like, he himself is not boring. It's the subject matter. I've heard this a million times already. I don't need to hear anything more about how Lesnar beat Taker at WrestleMania 30 and what happened at Summers. I got it. We all get it. Sell us on something new. You know how you go over to NXT and you have Sasha and Bailey, and even though they're showing packages of the TakeOver match, they add something new to it every time,
or at least give it a different feel.
Yeah, no, not here.
You know what? Maybe if they did like Brock versus Kalisto, maybe it'd give him something different to talk about, a different angle to start coming at some of this stuff. Because we're just getting the same, like, Paul's, we know what Paul does on the mic, and it's great, but when it's just the same subject matter, as you said, when it's just the same subject matter over and over and over, It's just rehash. We've heard this a million times, and no matter how many different ways you can deliver the same message, you're still giving us the same message.
Yes. Basically, here's what he said tonight. Big Show pushed Lesnar to his limits, which I laughed at.
Brock laughed.
Yeah, Brock is really the one laughing. Heyman also said that this is a fight that Taker can't win. He mentioned that how Taker says Hell in a Cell is his match. Taker said he said your match, my ass. They showed a package of WrestleMania 30 with Lesnar and Taker. Then they showed the SummerSlam package. I started snoring through this, and I looked up at my clock. It has already been 13 minutes into this promo. Big Show comes out.
Why not show, since they're showing, stuff of the past, why not just show Lesnar and Undertaker in the cell already? That happened.
You're not supposed to know that.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you really want to sell that, he can't beat him. Okay.
I mean, but then you would have to remember that, Brock Lesnar whooped Big Show's ass like 2 years ago.
Well, in that case, they was.
I know I know, because that one Big Show got his ass whooped, so you don't want to show that. But yes, I get your point. Was there a lot of blood in that match?
What match? Undertaker and Brock?
Yeah, Hell in a Cell. I imagine there was.
I believe there was some.
That's probably why.
I just know the result. I vividly remember the result. Don't vividly remember the match because that was during that dark period of time where I stopped watching for a bit.
Okay. So then after about 13 minutes of Big Show comes out, he's slow. The crowd chants, "Please retire."
Faintly.
Yeah, it was faint, but it was there. I think they were really kind of controlling the sound of the crowd tonight.
Yeah, because we wasn't really getting much out of them. But if you look, the crowd was reacting to things.
I even think that I'm dead serious. I want to say some of that stuff that they had in there was piped in too. Some of it. Like that crowd, from the way the crowd was actually reacting and kind of hearing what was actually coming out, it felt a little off to me,
Well, we'll get to those, but you have notes, so I'm sure that you got where some of the stuff was piped in at times, right?
Yeah,
because to me the crowd always sounded the same, so I didn't really notice anything being piped in.
Mm-hmm.
So back to Big Show getting his shit pushed in again.
So yeah, Big Show's wasting our time. He's pretty much saying, "Oh, I respect you, but I was this close. You know how close I was. I was this close." Big Show shakes out his hand as I extends his hand. I have a sign of respect. Brock's like,
the
nope.
better man.
Yeah, Brock's like, nope.
Laughed at him as well. If Brock would have just patted him on the back and then walked by, that would have been too clean.
Yes. I love it. Our big babyface hero, Brock Lesnar, is a complete asshole. So,
which made me think, is he really face here, or
he's Brock Lesnar?
There it is.
That's the answer. So Brock leaves, and then Big Show says, I hope Undertaker beats you at Hell in a Cell. And Brock's just like, you really want to get suplexed again, don't you? So
that's the look he had in his face too.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, fine. I will suplex you again, then F5 you, so that if you missed it on the WWE Network for $9.99 or for free, depends, you now got it for free here.
That's pretty much what this was. This was a very quick rehash of the match. So in case they didn't feel like showing you any highlights, which they did anyway, they pretty much just showed you the entire match again.
Yeah.
In its entirety.
Yeah.
Which is all of about a minute.
Yep.
Continuing on.
So after 20 minutes of all that nonsense, we had Seth, a quick little segment with Seth and Steph backstage. Because, just before this happened, as Raw was getting ready to start, they showed that one of the matches for the night was going to be the Dudley Boyz versus Seth Rollins and Big Show, but now Big Show got F5, and they show Seth and Steph backstage. Seth says, I obviously don't, I don't want Big Show.
I don't have a partner.
Yeah, I don't have a partner. And Seth tells him, you're the man, figure it out. And I couldn't help but notice that as they were cutting this, in the authority's office was a poster for Dean Ambrose's 12 Rounds movie. So that's interesting.
Yeah, I can help but noticing it. I didn't notice it.
Okay.
I don't pay attention to that shit.
Okay. It's not that important. Wyatt's versus Dean, Roman, and Orton. So Wyatt's come down to the ring. And this match starts off with Roman and Harper. So after Bray decided, okay, I want Roman one-on-one last week, now he doesn't want any part of Roman.
Well,
I mean, he learned his lesson.
I don't know what kind of heel they're trying to make Bray.
Neither do I.
Are they making him scary or are they making him scared?
Wasn't this the exact same problem we had with him last year?
That we couldn't figure out which angle he was taking?
Yes.
I mean, you're surrounded by your monsters, as they call them. You're surrounded by your family there.
Yeah.
So this is when he should be at his strongest, and he shouldn't be timid at all, especially when Braun Strowman is probably still standing.
Mm-hmm.
So what exactly is Bray backpedaling and scared for?
Yeah, I don't know. So
storyline purposes, kayfabe, baby, kayfabe.
Yeah. So Bray doesn't want any part of Roman, and so after he gets Luke Harper out of the way, he just starts chasing Bray, goes wild throwing punches, and punches Bray, punches him again for good measure, punches Luke, gives one to Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman gets to the ring now, punches Strowman. Dean comes in for a drop kick, and then Randy comes in and hits a move, and the faces throw all the heels out. We cut to commercial break. I couldn't help but think, the opening promo went about 20 minutes, and it took them 20 minutes to cut the commercial break here. They cut to commercial in under 5 minutes here.
Also, that first segment in this match was almost the entire first hour of Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Almost the entire hour. But going back to Bray and what's that boy name? Reigns here. Bray kicked the shit out of him last week.
Yep.
Going off of what you said about why is Bray scared of him, Bray kicked the shit out of him. Why? They got to figure out what they're going to do. They got to figure out what they're doing with Bray. And we later figured out, what they're really doing with Roman here, and why he's being positioned this way. And, now they're really about to go full throttle with the guy. But still, he's going to need that heel in the future that's going to always be a thorn in his side. I don't see Bray as a thorn in his side. It seems like,
he's just an inconvenience.
Let's pair them together 5 times, right? Let's just say that they put them together 5 times. Mm-hmm. 1 out of those 5 times is Bray really going to stand there and fight him and look strong. The other 4, he's a coward and running away.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta figure out what we're doing here with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's so hard to make them believable, even as a unit.
Yeah.
But continuing on with the match after the commercial break.
So after the break, and Braun Strowman can't take a bump on the floor.
Well, he shouldn't be taking bumps anywhere.
He shouldn't be taking bumps, period. But they're having him wrestle now.
Are you talking about that?
When all the faces got him to the outside, and he just kind of was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna stand on my feet."
Well, yeah, that's his gimmick.
Right.
There was also that one sloppy spot where they were supposed to go over the
rope.
No, when him and Dean was over there by the ring bell area.
Oh yeah.
And Dean was supposed to clothesline him over, but Braun's like, I don't know how to fall, so I'm just gonna stand here and we're just gonna tip over a little bit.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be a slam? All right, if this is supposed to be a slam, then why is Strowman down?
Yeah.
I'm lost. I'm lost.
Anyway, we come back and Dean Ambrose is just laying in the center of the ring. Just kind of laying there, snow angel position, kind of just sitting there, playing possum to Luke Harper, who is apparently an idiot and actually came in the ring. And then tried to go after Dean, who was clearly okay, and fell for a roll-up.
You know what?
I didn't get it. But you know what I noticed in this match? They have successfully taken all the heat that Dean had, and it is all on Roman now.
What you mean?
So remember how hot Dean Ambrose was about 5-6 months ago?
Probably longer than that, but keep going.
It's all on Roman now.
So you're saying Roman's not that hot?
It's theft at this point.
Oh, I mean, yeah, of course.
Because Dean does not get the reaction he used to.
No, and
Reigns' reactions are getting way better.
Absolutely. Like even when he came out, the crowd popped. There wasn't any. It wasn't flat, or it wasn't. You don't hear any booing or none of that. You don't hear people, or you don't see people with their thumbs down, or you don't see the signs that don't want Roman around. You don't see none of that anymore.
Mm-mm.
So what they've done, they've officially succeeded in what they were doing when they wanted to get Dean hot and get that to rub off on Reigns. They've done it successfully now.
Yep.
I have a problem.
Yeah.
It's not with those two at all. And I told you, a good while ago, you shouldn't really care about Dean anymore, and now you know why. I don't think I want to talk about the Wyatts anymore, like ever. I really don't want to talk about them anymore.
Nope.
It's really, really aggravating.
They're just three guys.
It's aggravating how money these guys can be.
They're three guys, Wiseman.
And how WWE just doesn't want the money. Because they just don't want it.
Because they are just three guys.
Like, what happened when these guys were debuting and you got Luke Harper walking you through the woods and into the house, telling you don't look back, don't stray. Like, where's all of that? They literally had you terrified, or that's what they was trying to build. Have you terrified of these guys, just of their appearance, or just of what these guys may be having going on in the background, or just what these guys' real objective is. And we've lost what their real objective is. Fuck. I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't want to talk about the Wyatts anymore. Until they fix them, I don't want to talk about them anymore. If we have to cover them in segments, I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Fix those. It's ridiculous how bad they've dropped the ball on them. Ridiculous.
So
it's a fucking joke. I don't want to talk about them anymore.
All right. So one of the highlights of the match was Strowman catching Ambrose on a dive. He just threw his ass on the floor so carelessly. Looked like he hurt. Bet it did. We went to a second break. So it's 2 breaks in under 20 minutes. Dean's getting killed. Finally, Strowman runs into the post. Can't sell that right. They end up getting a hot tag to Orton, which ends up getting a hot tag to Roman. Roman should only do 2 things: strikes and power moves, and he was really good into this match.
Roman looked good.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. Just have him throw strikes, power moves, win.
Roman looked good. I've been preaching this for months now, how people should be okay with what's going on with Roman, how he's being pushed now, what spot he is in on the card, and how he's trying to more not necessarily work his way into the main event, but just work his way into getting the correct reactions before they put him in that spot. So Reigns is good. He's getting a lot better. Someone earlier said that he's still shit on the mic. I don't hear that.
No, I don't. He's either gotten way better, or they're just finally letting him be natural.
He's coming off.
It may be a combination of both, actually.
I think that's what it is. I think that they're still giving him the scripted stuff, but I think that they're giving him keynotes and saying, just go out there and, do you.
One of the things that I noted, which is actually something I noted months ago, but I hate it, was when he delivers the believe that line. He always goes, and you can believe. And he just waits forever. That. Now it's just, and you can believe that. I'm like, 20 times better. It's better because it just sounds like a natural line.
It's a better cadence. So what do we get after this?
Oh, RKO spear combo for the win. Crowd was actually really, really hot for that too. So gotta give him that. Neville versus Sheamus with Barrett on commentary. Barrett's just there, cheesiest smile in the world. Says that bullhammer wasn't intended for Neville. He's here to support his fellow Englishman. So Sheamus comes out after Neville gets his jobber entrance. Sheamus comes out, cuts a promo, talking about, how he's a winner.
He wasn't talking about anything. We can skip this.
And that Neville was just a loser.
Fuck these guys.
40 seconds in.
This is the part of Raw that sucks.
Yeah.
Barrett. This whole move on. I'm mad you took notes on this.
It's short. I'm at the end. Relax.
Okay.
This was a very short segment.
It sucked.
And Barrett came up and said, you know what? Neville's being unsportsmanlike for kicking Sheamus while he's in the middle of his promo. I'm going to teach him some manners. Or sorry, I'm going to tell him the right thing to do. Barrett interferes, bro kick. Neville gets squashed in 40 seconds.
All right. Covered. Next.
So we come back.
Get to the good stuff, Blackjack.
We come back. We got to cover everything. Sorry.
Covered. Next.
Corporate Kane is in the ring. Kane suggests that he will be Seth's partner. Seth interrupts.
This was in the ring?
Yeah.
I thought it was backstage. Okay.
Nope, Kane was in the middle of the ring. Seth comes out, interrupts, and says, gets his cheap heat on, Patriots by saying, you're just like Tom Brady, deflated balls. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I caught that.
Kane just
we're out there. You're right. Keep going.
Kane just wants to bring out the best in Seth. He says, you don't like the man you see in the mirror, but I'm here to change that. And Kane says, to be the man, and everybody thought they were getting the Ric Flair man and a line. And they were like, woo!
Nope.
Kane just said, you've got to go through hell and face your demons. And Kane just goes and smiles afterwards and says, that's what my poster in my office says.
Kane is too funny.
He's really good.
He is too funny with this. Just build up the suspense, deliver a funny line.
Mm-hmm. So Stephanie comes out, and literally my notes were, so the Authority are faces?
Yes. Been saying this for a while now.
It's starting to become blatantly obvious now.
Yes. This should have been obvious.
Well, it wasn't.
They still make questionable decisions, but it's more so questionable in form of stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, almost everything they do, it's kind of for the faces.
So,
unless we have like WWE logic stuff, like that whole Nikki keeps her belt gimmick. Keep going.
Yeah. So, Stephanie says Kane is going to be his partner. Didn't have a choice in this matter. Because Seth can't, she tells Seth to be the man, and yet he can't pick a new partner. She says she's going to make a match at Hell in a Cell. Demon Kane versus Seth with one stipulation. If Demon Kane loses at Hell in a Cell, Corporate Kane is relieved of his duties.
The end. I mean, how obvious do they want to make this? You know what they did here, right?
What do you mean?
What they did was they extended this feud.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
They extended the hell out of this feud because Kane's going to lose, of course. But now, since he's out of a job
since he's not Corporate Kane, he's just going to be Demon Kane forever.
And he's just going to torment Seth over and over and over and over and over for the next couple months.
Yep.
So this was just to buy time.
Yep.
'Tis all. And this is actually going to suck not seeing Corporate Kane because now I'm starting to get he's starting to become funny.
Mm-hmm.
I like funny Kane. I like comedian Kane. Demon Kane, dude, come on.
That's the only way Demon Kane works. There has to be somebody, just this dual personality of this guy who acts completely oblivious to a Demon Kane being there.
Can we pair up Kane with David Otunga? They both come out with mugs.
You know what? That would actually be pretty funny.
David Otunga in that sweater vest backstage, just sipping on a mug.
Yes.
Coffee mug, and then Kane. Fuck it. All right. So what we got next?
So then we had a quick backstage segment with Seth and Triple H as they came back from commercial break.
This was skippable, right?
Triple H just simply said, because Seth was complaining, and Triple H just said, you can get ahead, do unto others before they do unto you. That was it.
Foreshadow.
Yep.
Next page. All right.
Yeah, I'm already on another page now. Natalya versus Paige.
All right, here we go. Now we get into a decent part of Raw.
It's actually one of my favorite matches of the night.
Yes, and not because of Paige.
No, Natalya. I wrote this in my notes at one point.
Completely Natalya.
I wrote this in my notes at one point. Somebody watch this match with Natalya and tell me how Nikki Bella is such a great wrestler again.
Natalya actually wrestled.
Yes.
Now, was it the best Natalya match you've seen? No.
We go figure. People got into this match because, oh shit, the wrestling.
Yes, she actually wrestled. It wasn't none of that hair pulling, throw you down, or punch you. No, we had wrestling moves, and we had a form of psychology.
Yes.
Where things made sense. Now, one thing I want to say before you jump into what you want to say, I need someone. You can answer this, and I'm going to look in our chat. But I need someone to answer this question for me. Does Paige know how to sell?
I think she understands what bumping is, but I don't think she really understands selling very well.
I don't like the way she took that sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm.
What was like? I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it at all. I didn't believe her selling that.
No.
It didn't look painful. It didn't look like it bothered her. It looked like she was just tapping over just to get the whole thing over with.
Yeah.
I can't get with that.
No.
Let's continue on. Well, let's get into it.
I noted first thing here. Nothing says heal like wanting to beat cancer.
Oh shit! So we finished with the match?
No. That's the beginning of the match. Paige came out. She had, how now she has like a shirt on her ass whenever she comes out.
Okay.
Well, she had the stand up to cancer or let's beat cancer shirt in all pink.
Right.
So I said nothing says heal because that's what she is now, like wanting to beat cancer. I mean, doesn't that bother you? It's like you don't see the Wyatt family with beat cancer shirts. Like, that look weird.
When I do see heels with those shirts on, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, just like maybe give them a pink sock or something. I don't know. Like, we don't need the shirts.
No.
On heels.
No.
If you want them to show it some way, just make it discreet. Just like they have, the 3 ropes, 2 of them are white, 1 of them is pink.
That's enough.
There, it's noticeable, but it's still discreet. It's not just pink. It's not like that. It just kind of blends in.
Yes.
When you see heels with this shirt, it's like, I'm supposed to not like you.
Yeah.
But here you are showing your softer side.
Yep.
Kind of loses me on that. Kind of loses me. Continue on.
So Cole at one point said Paige came in as the anti-diva. I said, you were full shit, Cole. Paige came in as a very boring babyface.
Hell, she didn't even come in as that. She came in as this happy-go-lucky, oh my God, I get to meet AJ face.
Yes. Paige at one point was telling the crowd that she had Natty in a abdominal stretch to tell the crowd to chant, "We want Natty." It's one of the things that annoys me about Paige when she works as a heel is that she tries to get the crowd into it. Like, even when I watch her older stuff, Even as a heel, like
I had pointed out before, like before she got to WWE, before she got to NXT or any of that.
Right. Like there was one match that we watched in particular where she was the heel.
I didn't even know who she was.
Right. She was the heel and she kept like slamming her foot on the ground, like asking the crowd to get in.
Fucking whore keep doing this. And they're like, that's Paige. I'm like, who the fuck is Paige? And why does she keep doing this? It's fucking annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Just slamming her foot on the mat, slamming her arms on the mat to get the crowd into it. If they don't want to be into it, fuck it. They're not going to be into it.
Right. And if you're the heel
on the mat, is it going to bring them into it?
Right. And if you're the heel, you shouldn't be doing that anyway. You're trying to take the crowd out of it. Sure, you want to build to the point where the crowd gets to it, but that's on the babyface.
My man said heel should toss pink condoms into the crowd. All right. So in tonight's podcast.
So Paige actually broke out the Paige turner tonight, and commentary no-sold the hell out of it. Paige said, "This is my house" twice. Could she never say that ever again? She needs something new to say. Natalya hits the sharpshooter for the second time.
Why should just say nothing?
That too.
Just say nothing. Fuck, like why do the heels have to be so cartoony on the main roster? Why can't she just be the anti-diva who doesn't say shit and just kicks the shit out of everybody? Or if she wants to say something, is to pretty much just be fuck all of these divas. I don't want to be a diva. I'm tired of being a diva.
She kind of did that, and then look what happened.
No, stick with it. But no, the way she delivered those lines on that promo, that wasn't anti-diva.
It wasn't. That was scripted as all hell.
It didn't. Also, going along with her anti-diva persona, it wasn't the anti-diva persona either.
No.
More so of, nothing's going to change here. Hope you know that, Charlotte.
Yep.
Yeah, F Paige. But let's get back to the actual match and Natty. Breath of fresh air to see her back.
Natalya is great. I never want to ever hear anybody talk to me about how great Nikki Bella is and she improved and no, we're not doing that.
This right here looked like how a veteran woman should be wrestling.
This is exactly why Natalya hasn't been around forever, because she's too wrestlery and she would make Nikki look bad.
Too wrestlery.
Yes. This is why. But, no pull.
And again, Nikki definitely doesn't have it. I mean, Natty definitely doesn't have it. I will say, again, this wasn't her best match, but for her being gone for so long and seeing the state of divas wrestling, and then just seeing her do this on the main roster, it's just, it's really not going to matter to a lot of people. But I think that this match is, to me, it was a very important match that needed to happen. And hopefully going forward, and we actually did get to see a little bit of it later on in the 6-woman tag, how they needed to start getting back into wrestling. And I think that this is hopefully going to be a step in the right direction. If we get more Natty on TV and they let her be wrestlery, I'm not going to be a sad camper.
I won't either. But they really have to deliver on that.
Did you think that Natty was going to lose?
Yeah.
It's a shame.
I really thought no, because I'm like, well,
I did too.
you got to get Paige some backing here. So she's about to take this L. But
consider Paige, I was thinking like, shit, even if Alicia Fox was in there, Natty's going to lose. That's just her gimmick. It's gone from a farting gimmick to a loser.
But no, they gave her a clean ass win tonight.
Very clean win. But here's my thing. What exactly are we doing with Paige? Because she doesn't win at all.
This is my thing. I was like, so after cutting this promo,
even before the promo.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. After cutting this promo, she's gone from being a total loser to being a total loser. She can't even beat somebody who's been away for a year.
What are we doing with Paige? Like, is there going to be some end result to all of these losses, or are they going to act like it just doesn't happen?
I don't know. How am I supposed to buy a Paige at all here?
Is this some type of way of them humbling? Well, I don't think I was about to say, is this their way of humbling Paige? But I don't see that either. Here's what I do see.
Okay.
And I don't see it from Nikki. What I see them doing with Paige is actually making her the entire front and center of this whole thing. I think all of this is surrounding Paige.
Which is stupid.
Like, do you see the same thing? Like, everything just coming, like, everything is pointed toward Paige with all of these different storylines going on.
It's coming full circle to her, yeah.
Even though she's the one losing everything, it just all comes to her. Huh.
It is weird, yeah. Like, even the PCB stuff, this match, even the stuff with Nikki and B.A.D tonight kind of came back to Paige a little bit.
I really wonder what they're positioning her for here. I may be thinking too much into it, and maybe it's going to be absolutely nothing.
It's probably that.
Yeah, but it's just weird, the positioning that's happening here. It's really weird. All right, so what do we have next?
We had the Ryback promo video.
Yeah, which I completely ignored.
What are we doing? Is this the 1980s?
Are we supposed to ever believe Ryback?
No. That video should have told you will never believe this guy.
I have no reason to believe in Ryback.
We had to do
unless he comes out with the vest and starts smacking people in the air again.
With tuna.
With the tuna sandwich. I just don't believe in Ryback right now. And that was my guy. Right now, I just don't believe it.
No.
Don't believe in him.
That promo was awful. It's just why do we have to get this like hard rock music with him doing Feed Me More? It came off so fake and like
it's always Feed Me More. Even when he came out there to help out Cara at the end, and we're gonna get to that match. But even when he came to do that, Owens gets out of the ring and it's just Feed Me More. I mean, well, goddamn, man. There's nothing else you do. There's nothing else you say.
Maybe it's time to go.
He's fucking hungry.
Maybe it's time to go on a diet right now.
With this guy, man. Always hungry.
I don't think he has a motivation.
I don't see one. Do you want the title or you want to eat? I don't get it.
That's why Dick Ryback was the best.
Why isn't he just yelling, "Get your ass back in here" or something else?
Yeah, because Dick
yelling, "Feed me more" too.
Dick Ryback would just call you stupid or an idiot, or he'd like say really stupid Scott Steiner-esque things. It was great.
Feed me more.
No, but now it's just.
I thought you were upset with this guy for smashing or getting ready to just smash Kalisto's shit in, but no, you just came out because you were hungry. Just skip the concession stand. I'm fucking hungry. I want Owens. I'm hungry.
So, speaking of Kalisto, we had a match. Kevin Owens versus Sin Cara. It was different, which is a positive. They give us different matches tonight. But I just couldn't help but laugh. It's Kevin Owens versus Sin Cara.
When they came out, and then I seen Kevin Owens come out, I'm like, hold on, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But then just watching him, like, just haven't seen this before. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, that's why I said I was totally on board with it. It was different, but I just couldn't help myself.
Ryback wasn't out there, to me it felt fresh.
Yes, it was fresh.
It was good or great or anything like that.
But it was different.
Yes.
But still, it's funny. It's Sin Cara versus Kevin Owens.
He didn't botch.
He didn't, no, but it's still funny. So, throughout the match, Owens was just being a dick. Like, he'd sit there, he hit like a small little clothesline, and Sin Cara would lay down for like a 1.5 count. And Owens would just yell, "That was 3." He'd do it like
barely got a 1 count. That's 3, ref.
Yeah, he'd hit another move and be like, that was 3 too. He's just being a dick.
I need him to start laughing during matches and say, "You know what? This was exactly what you was asking for. This might be your fault. You said you just need Owens to kick the shit out of somebody. Well, there you go.
Yeah, he did it.
There you go.
And it was great because here are my notes. Owens yelling, that was 3. That was 3. That was 3 too. He's just whooping Sin Cara's ass. That was a good try. Pop-up powerbomb. That was a good try was actually one of his quotes where he finally got tired of this. He threw him into the ropes. He said, that was a good try. And then he goes, pop-up powerbombs him. He's the best right now. He goes to powerbomb Kalisto in the apron. Ryback saves, whatever.
Ryback came out hungry.
And Owens bails. Kevin Owens is great here.
Yes. Kevin's simple with him. You don't need to do much. Just have him come out, kick ass, talk shit while doing it, and leave. Ryback coming out. Apparently he's hungry. Kevin Owens has nothing to feed him. So he leaves. The fuck he's gonna stick around for?
Last note. Champion's getting a strong victory. Queen. That's refreshing.
You know what? Because it doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like just a no shenanigans win.
Right.
Like even with Cena, you're gonna get shenanigans.
Right. And this wasn't like
this was like a champion saying you don't deserve to be in the ring with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm all for it. We need more of that with our champions. More squash matches with champions.
Yeah. And it wasn't like he faced like Heath Slater or Bo Dallas or something. I mean, they treat Sin Cara well enough where this felt like a legitimate good beatdown.
Yeah, it didn't feel like, oh, you're some jobber in there. No, because he's a part of a decent
tag team. Yeah. So afterwards, we had Stephanie McMahon backstage. New Day interrupts.
Oh boy, I didn't like this.
I didn't either. So Stephanie gets upset with the fact that New Day is back there, and they're just like, hey, we just want a moment of your time. We have a song for you.
Like, wasn't she out there dancing with them not too long ago?
Exactly.
Okay.
Stephanie goes and says, if you interrupt me, blah, 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 blah. She says, I saw what you did to the Dudleys out there, too, at the house show. I'm going to put you in a championship match against the Dudleys at Hell in a Cell. And don't you dare play that trombone. Then she just leaves. And New Day just goes, but we just wanted to make you happy and play a song. Why is she mad at us now? So apparently the Authority are heels again.
Well, no, because New Day are heels. So she's combating.
Not in that segment, they weren't.
Well, no, but
I know what you mean, but
they have an act. They're supposed to be heels, and she's combating the heels.
Yeah, but Stephanie came off like a bitch.
Absolutely. But to a 5-year-old, she did.
Fuck 5-year-old.
Well, just not my 5-year-old. My 5-year-old loves New Day. Absolutely loves New Day. Keep going.
You had the breast cancer segment with
Reigns.
With John Cena and next John Cena.
I didn't even notice him in there at first.
I did. It was the first thing I noticed. I was like,
then when I saw what I said, uh-oh. There it is.
Here are all these geeks over there.
There it is.
And here's John Cena and Roman Reigns. What a perfect picture.
They could have had anybody in there with John Cena.
Hey, you know what? It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and breast cancer awareness affects millions of women around the U.S. Why not put a woman in that ring?
Why not? Why not put Stephanie in there?
This could have easily been John Cena, who.
Why not put Nikki Bella? All right, go ahead. What you say?
I was just going to actually say Nikki Bella. And I was like, this could have easily been Naomi, Natalya. This could have been Titus O'Neil and Sasha Banks.
This could have been Titus, period.
It could have been Titus, period. But no.
Nope. We had John Cena doing on-the-job training. This was on-the-job training, Blackjack.
Roman Reigns.
This was John Cena doing on the job training
for Roman Reigns.
It's so hilarious that they did that. It's just hilarious. I mean, it's obvious, that's the direction that they're going, but
that's what actually made me hate this segment.
Just to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see it. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. But it's just, come on.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like, come on. We're working on establishing Roman Reigns as a guy that's trying to get over on his own. Not saying that this is Cena helping him get over, but we know where they're trying to get Roman Reigns. What they did essentially was do a better job at concealing that. But now it's like they just couldn't help themselves. They had to do it.
Get it? He's gonna be the next big face.
You never really hear Roman Reigns talking about charities and things like that. So
never.
Why is he here in this position right now?
Why are they trying to ruin Roman Reigns?
They can't help themselves. It didn't feel odd. It just felt like
out of place.
To me, it felt like, you know what? Fuck it. You don't like them, or you don't like the way we're pushing. We're going to do it anyway. I don't know. Like, again, I don't want to say that it's a bad thing or anything like that. It's just so odd that it's like everything is confirmed. Like, they never try to confirm things for us, but here it's like, no, you're going to get this confirmation right quick.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to know who's going to be doing this from here on out. It's just so weird to see that. It's so weird. I mean, they could have put anybody there. Like you said, Titus. It wouldn't have hurt. It wouldn't, just somebody there. Why am I complaining about this? I'm complaining. I'm sorry.
So it was a breast cancer segment. That's all you need to know. Susan G. Komen is just do your research. That's all I'll say. So afterwards, we had Seth Rollins and Corporate Kane versus the Dudleys. Kane did not come out with the boot. Seth tells Kane, just stay your ass there on the outside. Kane can't work because of the injury, even though at some point he tagged himself in. Before this went to commercial break for the first time, we want Sasha chance.
Is this when they came out in those cars?
No. This is the Seth Rollins Corporate Kane versus Dudleys match that got we want Sasha chance.
Oh.
I think this is the first time ever in WWE history that a diva's name has been chanted during a guy's match.
Yeah, I didn't really care for this match.
Nobody did.
What I will say is the Dudleys are so miscasted right now.
Yes.
That it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's obvious that they're miscasted. I think Bubba wants to be a heel badly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is why I am just not caring about them.
So at some point Kane gets injured again, and he's told he has to go to the back. Seth handcuffs Kane, and by handcuffs, what's up?
He's like, you ain't going nowhere, bro. I need you here for this hot tag.
Yep.
But no, I need you for this hot tag. They said I gotta go to the back. I need you here for this hot tag.
Yeah. So the chain actually broke off of the handcuff before he got him latched on there. So it broke. Kane broke free. And they send him to the back, and Seth is worried. Devon and Bubba start running wild and hit their comeback, and he tells Devon, get the tables. They both go to get the table, and Seth baseball slides to kick the table that they're about to bring into the ring. It kicks them in the face with it, and the ref calls for a disqualification. Worst disqualification ever.
Hold up, what was that finish again? Because I actually did miss it.
You were out of control in this comment section. The finish was the finish.
Somebody asked, who do you? All right, go ahead.
The finish was that the Dudleys went to go get a table, and as they were getting ready to bring this table into the ring, Seth Rollins went and did a baseball slide and kicked the table that they were bringing into the ring into them.
And that was the DQ?
That caused the DQ. So Seth Rollins protecting himself from stopping the Dudleys from bringing a table into the ring. This was a DQ.
This was a DQ?
Yes.
Really?
Dumbest DQ ever.
So that, because I literally blinked. I saw them going to get the tables, and then I saw Seth in the ring by himself and JBL saying that was smart. And I'm like, what the hell happened? That's what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, the Dudleys, I think Seth got the advantage for a little while, and then Kane's music hits. He comes down in the ring. Dudley's 3D Seth. No, sorry.
Kane.
The Dudley's 3D Kane.
Because Batista wasn't around.
And Kane then got up from that after Seth. Seth was going to walk away, but then Seth was like, no, I'm going to put him through this table. And then Kane ended up chokeslamming him through the table and set his power off. So the baby faces 3D the face to save the heel.
These guys are just miscasted.
Yeah. So afterwards, we had the car segment with Team B.A.D and Nikki and the Bellas. Why? Why did this happen? That was literally in my notes. Why did this happen? And fuck Nikki. Never wear a Yankees hat ever again.
Well, this happened because Sasha offed Nikki's kufi, Blackjack.
No, not the match. Why were they in a car? Like, why did I need this backstage segment of like, oh, earlier tonight? Well, why didn't you just play this like at the beginning of the show and then advertise this is why they have a match? Because they didn't advertise Sasha Banks at all.
The crowd knew. But us on TV.
Yeah, us at home didn't, though.
Us at home didn't know. Like, the crowd's chanting for Sasha. I didn't think we were getting Sasha tonight.
No.
So obviously the crowd knew.
Well, I mean, they're in Boston and it is their hometown, but still, I mean, they didn't give us any hint. Yeah. Anyway.
You know, Jack Swagger lives somewhere. Right? He lives somewhere in the world.
In Oklahoma.
I'm sure they go there.
Yeah.
Where's Zeb? Zeb lives somewhere. But continuing on, I was glad when I seen them get out of the truck. Apparently, this might be Sasha's truck because it goes everywhere with her. And her getting out of that truck, them getting out of that truck together, it kind of looked like a little, what are those movies called where they have the little gang fights, the little street fights or whatever. It looked like they were going in that direction.
Okay.
Kind of mad they didn't just start swinging at each other, but all right, Stevens, save it for the ring, I guess.
Yeah, I wanted to see Sasha swing.
And is that how we got into, like, their match came up next, right? Like right after they showed that?
Like immediately after. That's what I was talking about, is just that they were just like, earlier tonight, this event happened. I'm like, then why didn't you show this at the beginning of the show and then just say, and later tonight we'll have Sasha Banks, blah, 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 versus blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
That's what I meant. Fuck Nikki. Seriously. I just never wear a Yankees hat again.
Is this because you're a Yankees fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck Nikki.
So she can't get that heat right quick, that Boston heat?
No, especially because her boyfriend is from Boston and she has proudly wore Patriots and Red Sox gear in the past.
So she's being hypocritical.
Yes, fuck that hoe.
I don't know the Bella's angle. I don't care. But let's talk about the match.
Sasha just needs to be on the mic more.
Sasha, all right. Here's the thing with Sasha. She is too much of a mark right now. I don't know why she had, Like, it just seemed like she's just randomly turned into a mark. And I think it's ever since she got called up to the main roster that she, like, before she got called up to the main roster, when she was working NXT and she was starting to get into her boss gimmick and she fully became the boss and she became the champion and everything, you didn't see Mark in her.
I'm gonna stop you right here.
Go.
I'm gonna make you consider these two things.
All right.
The NXT event was one of the biggest moments of her life. So when she came back afterwards and had to talk about that, I can give that one a pass.
I can't.
Here, I can give this one a pass too. Think about it. This is her first time coming back to Boston. She's not just at a like little house show. It's in front of 15,000, 14,000, however many people at the Garden in her hometown.
Here's why I can't.
I can let that pass.
Here's why I can't.
Okay. All right, here we go.
No, it's simple. It's real simple.
All right.
It's something that she's going to have to learn.
Yeah.
It's one simple word. It's called composure. If you are in the role, if you are casted for a specific role, she is supposed to be the boss. She's casted as a heel. Compose yourself.
Not tonight, she isn't. Not tonight, she wasn't.
I agree with you, and that's where
tonight she was not a heel.
I agree with you, but that's where I have a problem with the main roster logic. Because if she's supposed to be a heel, she's supposed to be a heel. Period.
Right.
Like when heels come to their hometown, and I'm trying to think who was good for this. I know Orton used to do it. A lot of guys used to do this. They would come to their own hometown, and completely shit on it. Miz was good for it too. Like, if you're a heel and you're home, fuck it, shit on it.
I know.
Compose yourself. Get heat. CM Punk was huge for it. It was nearly impossible for Punk to get heat in Chicago, and he was trying to find ways to do it. Compose yourself, girl. Now, you said she was coming off, the other instance, she was coming off one of her biggest matches. Again,
that one fine.
No, now I'm not talking about the end of that match. I'm just talking about since then.
No, I that's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about the promo that she cut after that match when they came back to NXT and she came out of the car and her and Bayley talked to each other and then it was announced that was the
smiling if she's supposed to be a heel.
I understand that.
I don't want to see
that one is fine, but tonight she was not booked as a heel.
Right.
Tonight,
that's why I said on Twitter when she got the hot tag, I'm like, it doesn't even look right. Seeing her get the hot tag and come in, just
that's not her fault.
It's not her fault. It's again main roster logic.
You can't blame her here.
Now you get to work as a little fit, and then next week she's going to be back to working as a heel.
I know.
Just the persona that we've gotten used to with Sasha. Her getting the hot tag and working with the hot tag just looks weird. It looks weird. We've never seen her just come out like a bat out of hell and like all this fire under her ass. No, that's not. When's the last time she did that?
I look, Wiza, I know, but you're in Boston. The crowds chant, "We want Sasha" anywhere they go. They're especially going to chant it here tonight in Boston. They look.
All right, so here's one thing.
I get what you're saying, but they booked her as a face.
I feel you, but let me go a step further.
Okay.
Because this is something that a lot of old-time wrestlers and announcers and pretty much anybody that booked wrestling back in the day, they would say, if you want to be a heel, be a fucking heel. You don't want to be a cool heel or a heel that's kind of wavering because you don't want to be that cool heel because that's not necessarily going to make you that money, because your main job is to get the crowd to hate you so that you can make the babyface look good. Now, if you're flip-floppy, who exactly are we supposed to get behind? Are we supposed to get behind you as a heel, or are we supposed to get behind you as a face because you just so happen to be in Boston this week?
They're in a special situation, though, and you know this.
Fix it. That's what I'm getting to. This needs to be fixed. I don't care if she's in Boston. I don't care if she just came off the match of her life. If you're a heel, wipe that fucking smile off your face.
I understand this, Wiza. I get what you mean, but you still have the fucking Bellas there. That's problem number one. Until they're gone,
this triple or this group tag team gimmick thing that they got going on in the Divas division needs to stop. That's the biggest
I agree,
problem.
but this is never going to change until the Bellas are gone.
The Bellas don't need to be gone. Stop this grouping shit.
No, yes, they do, because the reason why this is going to keep happening is because they want the Bellas to be there. They'll play heels because that's naturally what they like to do, but they're going to make them faces so that they can sell merch.
All right, I get
so
that.
As long as they exist, this problem's always going to be there.
I get all of that, but my thing is, what do the Bellas have to do with Sasha's mannerisms changing?
That's booking.
Called up.
That's not her fault.
No, ever since she got called up, she's been this little giggity girl. How you're not seeing her be this way?
It wasn't as full blown as tonight.
Tonight it was. No, huh? Even on NXT, when she came out there and she had the promo with Bailey, she's giggity, and then she turned it on.
That's the one time.
She does it on the main roster too.
Because they chant her fucking name all the time.
Compose yourself.
I mean, what do you want her? I mean, what do you want her to
not be a mark on my television? She's a wrestler.
You know what?
I don't want to feel like I'm watching a fan. I want to feel like I'm watching a wrestler.
I understand that, but that's not. I think you're overreacting. I'm going to be completely honest. I think you're overreacting.
So I'm the only one that's seeing this. Her act is here's why I'm overreacting. She was one way when she was the champion.
Correct.
And that way got her over, but it got her over as a heel, as a boss. Right now, I'm not seeing a boss.
That's fair.
That's my problem with this. I'm seeing somebody that's just fucking giggity. I can't. If you're being giggity 1 minute and you want me to believe that you're a boss, one of these got to go. I want the Sasha that we had in NXT that just ran shit.
Booking. I'm always going to go back to booking. If you don't half-ass the way you booked Nikki, then everybody else wouldn't have to be like. Nobody has any identity. It's not just her. It's the rest of B.A.D. It's the Bellas. The only team that's booked as faces are Charlotte and Becky. That's it, and they're boring as shit. You have to get rid of. You have to stop booking the Bellas as these tweeners. You have to, because that's fucking everybody up. The B.A.D. only becomes true heels when they're going up against Charlotte and Becky and PCB. Now they're not a thing anymore. So now whenever they face the Bellas, some people do want to cheer for B.A.D. and then some people want to cheer for the Bellas, and people get people don't know how to do it, and they don't book it so that it's clearly defined. If they don't clearly define it, how are they supposed to do it?
All right, so let's look at Naomi.
Okay.
Do we see her? I don't know because for some reason, maybe it's because she hasn't been on TV much and I'm not really seeing it much. But is she like doing all this smiling?
Yeah.
Like, is she?
Yeah.
Again, I'm not really noticing it because I don't see her much. And tonight I really couldn't pay her much attention because it was all about Sasha. Sasha did her thing. So I can't really notice her. And I did notice Tamina trying her best not to smile.
There you go.
I did notice that on her way down to the ring. They gotta. I don't want to say split up Team B.A.D. because that group can stay together.
Yeah.
but they don't need to wrestle tag team matches and shit like that, or like the 3 women matches. That doesn't need to happen.
Right, but they need to make clear alignments. I mean, they flip-flop every single week. So it's hard. I mean, what do you want them to do here? They were booked as faces tonight.
I want them to fix this fucking revolution, or just stop. And actually, when they called it a revolution tonight, I was like, we're still saying that? But I want them to just fix the direction of this entire thing. Figure out what the hell they're doing with it and do it. Because so far, we're just getting the same thing ever since Stephanie came out and paired these women together. Nothing has materialized from it. Hell, and as a matter of fact, the one that's standing out the most right now is probably Natty, just on the strength of one night.
Yep.
Paige.
I don't know, man.
I'm more excited about Natty right now in that division than anybody else.
I wouldn't go that far.
Based on tonight.
Well, based on tonight, yeah. But I mean, they're not going to do anything with her.
They're not going to do anything with any of them.
No, they're not.
Moving on.
So what's next for Nikki Bella? Anyway, so yeah, we didn't even talk about this match. Nikki half-assed this entire match. The entire fucking match. What do I always say, Wise? And when Nikki Bella is half-assing a match,
she's not going over.
Exactly.
Brie actually tried in this match.
I was
paying attention to her. I don't know if it's because of Sasha, but Brie act like her kicks were stiff, her faces were believable. She didn't stink up the joint. I have to admit that. Like, we give her shit all the time where she's screaming Brie mode and dumb shit like that and running around with this stupid expression on her face or half-assing any of the moves or half-assing selling. She wasn't doing that tonight.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I think Nikki took over that position.
Nikki is now Brie Bella. Which you go to tell you that both of those two, well, Nikki is extremely overrated. I've been saying this for years, and everybody's like, well, she's improved so much. No, fuck her. She's overrated.
At one time, her moveset did improve, but it seems like she's not doing any of that anymore.
Oh, yeah, because she doesn't give a fuck now.
Okay.
She was never that good.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that good or anything like that.
No.
I was just saying, like, once she started incorporating her, powerhouse moves into her moveset, it looked good, and I think it lasted all of a month. Not even that long. Maybe a few weeks.
Yeah. So anyway, Sasha had a pretty good comeback, getting off the hot tag. Everybody got to hit their big moves. Sasha hit...
That shit looked so unnecessary at the end.
It did. Sasha hit the bank statement on Alicia. Game over. Team Bad wins. Thank you, Sasha.
Talk their shit when it was all over.
And this is why I'm a little, I guess I got a little defensive of Sasha here. This is actually the best she's looked.
Yeah. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier, where I said we get to the women's tag match, they actually let them wrestle there too.
Yeah. Go figure, that works.
So I don't know. Natalya comes back, has a match where she actually wrestled. Maybe it could be the start of something. Who knows?
Go figure. When people actually wrestle, Nikki Bella is not that good all of a sudden. Just saying. Anyway, we have
that we're not going to get anything ever, the word ever, out of Alicia Fox.
Nope. And she's the one that gets underused. Summer Rae promo.
You can't tell me you didn't laugh at that. You didn't laugh at this.
This started off horrible, and then by the end of this, I was laughing my ass off.
The Rusev,
Rusev is the only guy making any of this work.
Rusev is just so fucking hilarious. Like, I didn't think, like, when people were starting to think, like, all right, when Rusev's run is over, they're gonna make him, give him a little comedy act or whatever. And I'm just like, no, this guy is a killer. No, Rusev is still watchable. He's fucking hilarious. And I think when they put him with New Day for that one time, and it really showed his funny side, it just got me more on board with not with what they're doing here, this program, but just accepting Rusev as a funny ass dude. Rusev's hilarious.
Yeah.
The whole broken English gimmick, all of that. That little video package that they put together with the dreamy effect and Rusev just stomping shit out. Like it's just such a troll. It's such a troll. It's hilarious. I don't know if they mean to make Rusev be funny. I don't know if they're trying to make a joke. I don't know what they're trying to do. But Rusev's making it work as best as he can. Nobody else is. Summer Rae sucks. Ziggler, I'm not even sure if he's like fully a part of this program anymore. And Lana is hurt.
So Summer Rae, it says she only goes home with Rusev apparently.
Yeah,
they do the whole tribute package thing. After the tribute package is done, and Summer Rae talks about how much she loves Ruru, Rusev goes and says, "When we first met, I didn't like you at all." That was the first words out of his mouth. We first met. I didn't give two fucks about you.
Nope. Just put it in your butt.
Yep. But then he talked about how much he loved her, whatever. And then Summer goes and proposes. And Rusev tells the crowd, "Shut up. This is my decision." He says yes. He's like, "But only if you bring me the gold, I'll give you the gold."
Did you see the yes coming?
I did, but I was waiting for the stipulation. And then once I found out what the stipulation was, it was better than anything else I could have thought of.
Babyface Ruru.
Mm-hmm.
Man wants his gold back around his waist. But what gold? And you know what? All right. So
Stop it, Nikki.
All right. So I was thinking this the other day. I think it was Sunday. Or maybe it was during the house show.
Mm-hmm.
When we had Neville going against Stardust. I'm thinking to myself, why isn't anybody in the mid-card going after any of the mid-card titles? Like, what exactly are they wrestling for? What is their end goal? What is it like? What do they want? Do they want to just beat this particular person that they're going against this week? Or do they have a goal of ever going for the title? And not just particularly Neville and Stardust, but just the mid-card in general. I don't hear any of these guys saying that they want the gold. And I think it's been that way like forever. Even with these John Cena US title opens. Outside of whoever's coming out for the night, you don't really hear anybody saying, "I want that belt from around his waist." Why is that?
Because this isn't NXT, Wiser.
Let me think. All right. Outside of the main title, you have the tag titles. Nobody really said they're going for that, but then you have the women's.
We have tag teams. That's about it.
The main title people, actually, I would say even on NXT, not too many people were saying they want to go for the belt. Think about it. Outside of Breeze, who said they want the gold?
Joe.
He didn't necessarily say it, but you know that's his end goal.
Joe. Corbin.
I haven't heard Corbin say he wants it.
I have.
When was this?
It's like 2 weeks ago. Even at the start of the tournament.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. I mean, because everybody should want it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. Everybody should want a title.
Yes. I mean, but they do make claims. I mean, granted, you'll have to go back for a few guys there in NXT, but everybody at some point has made a claim for it. Nobody on the main roster ever makes claims for anything.
For any titles. Like Seth is a vulnerable champion.
He's the most beatable guy on the roster right now.
Have a fucking line of people lined up to take that title off of him.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody should be challenging him. He should never have instances where he's going against the same guy three times in a row.
You know what? Sin Cara should have been put in a match with Seth Rollins tonight.
There you go. I want a title shot in whatever language he speaks. I want a title shot.
In whatever language he speaks.
Whatever language he speaks. So Seth's like, all right, let me get you out of the way right quick. Let's just knock you down the page right quick. Next. You know, just, why are guys not wanting the title? And who were we just talking about just now before I brought that up? Who were we just talking about? What match were we just about to talk about?
Well, we were talking about Summer Rae and Rusev. And Rusev wanted the gold.
Yes, and then
I imagine he's talking about the IC.
Keith Owens? Oh, he don't want to. I mean, but you know, there's Cena. But this Rusev can't be Cena. Old Rusev could be Cena. Lana Rusev could be Cena.
Yeah, not this guy.
Not this. Because he's not serious.
He's not serious enough.
He only wants you if you're serious.
Yeah.
If Rusev comes into him and he's not serious, he's going to kick Summer Rae's ass.
He's going to kick Summer Rae's.
You heard Cena. You're not serious. I'm kicking all your asses. You heard the guy. Don't fuck with Cena. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird that nobody wants to go for belts.
Yeah.
So him saying that, it's cool. I like that. Which one of these belts you want, though?
Maybe he's going for the tag team titles.
Hey, Cesaro, can you come on back and tell us that you want one of them belts?
Nope, Superstars. He was on Superstars in a match with Adam Rose.
So why doesn't he go for the internet championship?
Adam Rose.
Okay. So continuing on.
Then we had Rusev keeping hose in check was great.
Rusev gotta get his hose in check, man.
Yeah. So then we had the main event. I don't even have notes for this because it was just so damn good.
I like
John Cena U.S. Championship. What?
Go ahead, announce it.
John Cena opened a challenge for the U.S. Championship.
Mm-hmm.
This was great. Cena kept his words to like a minute.
Yeah, because I thought we was about to get a whole promo here.
Nope, just 1 minute. He was waiting for somebody to come out, and Dolph Ziggler's music hit, and Dolph Ziggler took forever to come out.
Well, he was, he had Summer Rae, kind of limped over.
Oh no, quite contrary-wise, because after Dolph Ziggler's music finishes, just stops. No, he was the one limp as New Day drug his ass out.
Oh, okay. My bad.
That was great. Just New Day was like, so you said there was a time to be serious, right? Is this serious enough for you?
Just dragging this guy out.
That was so perfect.
Dragging this guy out. Because fuck this guy. Essentially, this guy's a loser, by the way. Let's not forget that.
Yeah. So
the way that they were building up Big E for this one,
I would have swore he was taking that title tonight.
Just the way that all right, but first we got to talk about how New Day announced this because it was pretty good. It was pretty good how they walked down to the stage and they're talking about everything, big this, big that, big, 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 big. And, Big E's the only one not holding the title at this point.
Yep.
So Big E's taking on. He's not clapping. He's not smiling. He got full-blown serious face on the whole time they coming down to the ring.
Uh-huh.
Kofi was magnificent on the mic. And just his faces, man. Kofi's faces, man. He's good. The three of these guys are good together. And I did like that Big E came out serious, or the three of them came out. Well, the two of them came out serious. Kofi's always fucking joking, but how the two of them came out seriously, and Big E. It's just a good change of pace because we always get the New Day music and the clapping and the dancing and the smiling and the gyration. We did get a gyration real quick, but I did need that change of pace.
Mm-hmm.
I did need that New Day intro change of pace because, just seeing it all the time, WWE knows how to wear something out, right?
Yeah.
So just not getting that today and not getting their typical entrance, it kind of make you, as you're watching it, you're like, are we going to get a clap out of this? Are we going to get a jump? Or, are we going to get something like, and you get none of it. You get absolutely none of it. And it's like, okay, cool. We get a serious side of New Day. Semi-serious.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, especially since they're working on establishing their heel side.
I was just waiting for New Day to win so I could see their out of control celebration. Maybe they just get serious and just
ridiculous.
Maybe they would have danced and then they would have jumped Cena's ass all stupid.
I can imagine Big E just going into the crowd.
They should have had
reading on some poor woman's face.
You know what they should have done after they beat Cena? They should have their music should have hit and they should have just done celebratory stomps in the corner to Cena. So they should have pretended like they were in a tag match and just kept tagging each other in and out while Xavier Woods goes all stupid on his trombone and then rolled his ass out of the ring and then just kept celebrating.
So what'd you think of the match?
Big E, this guy right here, maybe I'm going a little overboard here.
All right, let's hear this one.
But this guy, 2 or 3 years down the road, I could see as believable, world heavyweight champion. I can see it. Just from the work.
See it, but I don't see it happening.
Oh, yeah. No, that's two completely different things, Wyatt.
Yeah. We can see it, just not happening.
It ain't happening because you black.
Yeah. Yeah, it's part of the reason.
That's a part of it. Man, I just keep thinking if New Day had the Money in the Bank right now, they'd probably be the best Money in the Bank holders ever.
These guys need all of the belts.
They need that's what they need to do.
Somebody's going to create this in 2K16.
Yes. I kind of almost wish that they could do a gimmick where they win the US, the Intercontinental, and if they had to drop the tag team titles at Hell in a Cell, they find a way to win the US, the Intercontinental, and the World Heavyweight Championships, and just freebird all the titles.
They're all going to be the world champion.
Yes, they are all the world champion. They are all the Intercontinental champion, and they are all the U.S. champion.
And they can defend them whenever the hell they want to.
Yeah, so let's say John Cena wants to be an asshole, and it's he's like, I'm going to challenge for the U.S. championship. Well, fuck you. You're getting Big E. And then Seth Rollins wants to challenge for the WWE. It's like, well, you'll get Kofi Kingston. And some asshole wants to just face the Intercontinental, and then Xavier Woods is like, all right, fine.
Last option here.
Yeah. And you can just mix it around every pay-per-view. That would be a lot of fun for 2 months.
We need to do this, though. We need to do this. John Cena's open challenge at this point, I think it should stop.
I think it's coming to a stop.
Oh, well, yeah, because of this time off that he's going to be getting. But even the idea, it just needs to be shot dead. Because we're not believing it anymore.
No.
You could fucking bring out, at this point, you could bring out Brock Lesnar, and I believe Cena's going to win.
You can bring out Brock Lesnar with a bazooka, and he'll still win.
I got Cena winning. You could have Brock Lesnar shoot Cena in the face with said bazooka.
That's what I was getting at.
Cena winning.
Yeah.
Because Cena's going to take all of your finishers, and then you're going to catch this AA. You're going to get your attitude adjusted in the end, and you're not kicking out of it. How you really feel. He's going to take everybody on. I think what they're trying to do is to get you to every week to say, oh man, this is possibly going to be the guy that'll do it.
No.
Oh, this is going to be the guy that's going to do it.
No.
No, nobody believes it. And that's always been, essentially, they haven't changed Cena whatsoever.
Nope.
Because this is how Cena's always been booked.
He doesn't look like a guy who's vulnerable at any given point.
Cena has always been booked this way. The only difference is he's in a different part of the card.
Yeah, now it's just a different belt.
This whole wrestler of the year gimmick that people were preaching about with Cena needs to stop because nothing has changed.
Yeah, wrestler of the year came up with the springboard stunner shit.
When he gets a good guy in the ring, he's going to have a great match. I'm still waiting for them to put him in there with somebody that's completely ass and have Cena carry the match.
Well, he had a pretty average to not so good looking match with Xavier Woods, so
I don't know.
Not to say anything bad about Xavier Woods, but I mean it wasn't a great match.
I don't really see Xavier Woods as great. I don't like even
when he's on the outside, he's pretty fucking great.
Yeah, like even on NXT, I just didn't see greatness out of him.
No,
I mean,
maybe could have been a U.S. champion, maybe.
Huh?
Hey, back in NXT, I was like, he maybe could have been a U.S. champion, maybe.
He was job status there too.
Maybe
his job was getting shit pushed in by Rusev.
No, not in NXT. It wasn't.
Sure, it was. At the end there, before Rusev got called up.
No, I see. I didn't.
Every week he was pushing that dude's shit in.
Okay, I thought Rusev was doing that to other guys. Anyway.
Oh no, everybody got it, but just that last bit of time he was there, I think he got Woods 4 times in a row and just pushed this shit in every week.
Okay.
But I think that's all that we have for Raw.
Funk is on. No.
Well, no.
Because then after Big E gets, so they send the heels out. They decide Kofi and Xavier have to go. John Cena goes and gets behind Big E, AAs him, wins 1, 2, 3 because fuck you. And New Day comes back in to jump Cena. And then we have Ziggler coming out for the save, even though he got his ass jumped. He decided, no, I'm going to come in here and save. He tries to save Cena and instead super kicks him in the face. And as they go to work on Cena and Ziggler are now incapacitated, we have the Dudleys come out. Yep, and then the New Day handles them as well. And we ended Raw. We ended Raw with the New Day on top, but no U.S. championship.
No U.S. championship. New Day on top, but New Day on top ending Raw.
Yeah.
It might not be a big thing to some people, but I think that's pretty big.
That is kind of big to me.
Especially
I wish it was with the title, but at least they're
showing that they trust New Day.
Yeah.
Because you have a Cena match that closes Raw, but not only do you have a Cena match that's closing Raw, but you have New Day closing it. You have New Day in the match essentially closing. You have Big E closing Raw, and you have New Day ending Raw on top. I'm okay with this.
Yeah.
I'm okay with this. And again, we're starting to get heat on New Day. They're starting to work it in there. Starting to get some heat on these guys.
Yeah.
I'm good with this because I mean, if you turn them, like if they're gonna eventually become big time baby faces, but their money isn't being heels. I think the money, because people are like they're trying to build them so that people are going to want to see them lose. And there's also one issue I have with New Day is I would love to see them win. They're not winning matches.
Yeah.
They're just not.
It really hurts them. Also, you're echoing like crazy.
Am I? Well, fuck it. We can end the show. What's the chat talking about?
Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. Penis Hall of Fame. Okay, we can end the show now.
Okay. Really? That's what it said there?
Yeah.
Like, What penis holds it? Like,
I don't know. Just that's.
What are they talking about?
He said in the show with stupid comments, and then here's this Jalen guy talking about Pete Penis Hall of Fame.
Well, fuck that Jalen guy.